Hi there, Jeffrey Rhoades from Experimental Homesteader, Exotic Gardening, and Sheri and Richerson.com. Well, please subscribe. Hit that join button, join our membership. I'm not sure whether small parts work today. They were supposed to move the molding today from one building to the other, so that they had the molding and the glass and everything over at the new building, and basically small parts would be done, and everything would be operational out of the new building. I don't know whether it worked. I took the day off, used a vacation day to take the day, because I had a eye exam at like 8:30 this morning. But we had a nasty storm last night, so I'm not sure that they were working because Gas City had a power outage for at least part of Gas City, so I don't know whether they were part of that power outage. So I don't know. I don't know anything about what happened, so they may be working tomorrow. But we had, eye appointments this morning. I'm getting some new glasses. My prescription changed a little bit in the bifocal part, the up-close reading. My distance vision hadn't really changed, so the prescription for that didn't change, which is good. At least that stayed. But she was adjusting my up-close by a little bit, just to, give me a little bit better vision up close when I'm reading. And then after that was all over, we decided to go to Kokomo, and we met up with a couple that we bought some Raggedy Ann stuff from a couple months back, because she found Raggedy Ann and Andy ornaments, which if you look behind me, we have a tree up with all the ornaments on it, or at least most of the ornaments that she got. We had this tree, we've had it for a couple of years and just hadn't really done much of anything with it yet. So she has turned it into her Raggedy Ann tree, which is kind of cool. And this will probably wind up just going up to the Raggedy Ann room if we can find a spot for it. And it will sit up there in the room, decorated. But we also spent some time in Kokomo. We went to a couple of antique stores up there. The one was out of power, so it was kind of, we were wandering around looking at stuff using our phone flashlights, because they had no power, so no lights. It was a big place.
It would have been cool to see it with lights.
Yeah, it would have been really cool. They had a lot of stuff in there, but it was kind of a neat experience looking for stuff in the dark. We will go back eventually when we know that they have lights available, because there was a lot of stuff to look at. But we did stop at a couple other places. I did pick up, I picked up a 4 DVD set of Civil War stuff. It's basically 4 movies plus 4 reenactment documentary items with each movie, basically giving more or less the reality of what was taking place, and then a fictional movie of, a similar situation, you know, one of the battles or part of you know, what was going on at the time. Part of what sold me was the last movie that was listed was Santa Fe Trail, and it's supposed to be about Jeb Stewart, but it stars Errol Flynn and Ronald Reagan. So I actually finally have a Ronald Reagan like Western sort of that I can watch. I'm kind of looking forward to that. That pretty much sold me on the whole set. The rest of it's kind of, well, you know, it might be okay, but if it's not, you know, I've got a Ronald Reagan movie. So I actually get to see him acting. You know, I was around for when he was president, so I get to see actually what he was like as an actor before he became president. So I think that's going to be kind of fun. I also picked up an old Avalon Hill board game scenario game, strategy game called Battle of the Bulge. And I don't know that I'll have anybody to play against, but I may set it up and see how well it plays. I did look through it a little bit, and it is missing some of the, you know, basically the instruction booklet. Somebody did the chart, the battle chart in wrote it out by hand, but it's kind of hard to read, and but it may be enough for me to at least be able to, you know, maybe attempt the game. Most of the rest of the stuff was there. The counters looked like they were all there. You know, the turn records were there. It was just the odds sheet, the odds chart that was missing. And I kind of figured that might be the case when I opened it up and started looking. But it's still something that I you know, it caught my attention and was definitely, you know, worth my, you know, efforts. I looked at a couple of firearms while I was up there, looking at antique firearms. But the couple that I was somewhat interested in that I looked at were way out of my price range, because they were not replicas. They were actual antique firearms from the Civil War era, and the one definitely knew the value of what he had, and was way out of my range. Really cool to look at, but just not gonna happen, because the one guy also had some revolvers, single action and double action Colt revolvers, and even those were, I mean, they were worth what they were, the asking price, but just out of my range. They would have been sweet to have, but just no. At one of these days, I will get a couple of reproductions probably. That's more my price range. But the originals, just I'd have to get real lucky to find something that I could actually afford. You know, basically find somebody that doesn't know what they actually have. But it was a thought, you know, I could possibly get something, but no, it turned out just but it was fun looking. And Sheri did pick up a few other ornaments and things from a different spot. She was looking for some Victorian ornaments for the feather tree. We found a few things that were
1860 to 1900.
Yeah, what we're looking for is 1860 to 1900. What we found is most likely early 1900s, maybe a little older, maybe a little newer, but at least they look good on the feather tree. They look appropriate. They may not quite be the right age, but they're close. They're really, really close. So, and it does, we do have it decorated a little better now. It does look,
we can show photos. There's one. There's the other little guy. And we will show my vintage jack-o'-lantern. Isn't he adorable? Not Christmas time, or I mean, it is Christmas time. It's not Halloween time, but I've been looking and looking, and I have me one.
She was quite tickled to find that, and the woman actually had quite a few of them, but they were a little salty on price. But you know,
Actually, the price was about comparable.
yeah, it's an appropriate but still salty.
Only salty to you who has no clue.
But we got her one at this point, and we at least know where to go to get more. So
Yeah.
at another time, you know, we may go back and get, you know, more of them. Just
And
not right at the moment.
just to top my day off,
My layman's catalog came in the mail. I guess we need to put it over here, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
My layman's catalog came in the mail.
So
cast iron and hand operated appliances. And,
yeah,
yes.
all sorts of homesteading.
Yes, parts for my Aladdin lamps.
Yep.
Did we talk about the Aladdin lamps?
No, we didn't talk about the Aladdin lamps, but that's okay. We don't have to talk about the Aladdin lamps right now. Maybe we can do a post about it. And you're going to knock that stuff over when you plop down in that chair like that.
I know it. I sure am, ain't I?
Well,
Well,
anyways, I think that's going to do it for tonight. I'm going to try and get some rest. I've been worn out for the past couple of days. So, but anyways, please subscribe. Give us them thumbs up, thumbs down, comments below. And we'll see everybody tomorrow. Stay safe out there.